First, let me start out by saying I'm so sorry to hear of your dad passing. And I'm sure you're tired of hearing that by now from people. I know that phrase got old and overwhelming as time went on when my dad passed, but I truly empathize and sympathize with you. So I just wanted to start off with that. I'm also going to take a pause in case you have little eyes that are watching with you who can read. Shoo them away. And now I'm also going to put a little disclaimer in case you have little ears that you maybe don't want to have around to listen for these topics. Okay. For some backstory, my dad passed on October 23rd in 2019. Now, the reason that means something is in our house, October, the fall, Halloween, it's the start of like the holiday season. My kids get excited because they know so much is going to be happening, so many different traditions and things to do. So October is when the excitement starts. When my dad passed, my son was 4. He would turn 5 the next month, and my daughter had just turned 1 the previous year. The reason that makes a difference is because then, and still now at 9 and 5, Santa visits, and that plays a part in how Pop, my dad, their grandfather, gets a gift to them. I also want to say, even though my mom is Jewish, my dad was Catholic, and I was raised observing both religions. We did not practice the religions and what it means to be Jewish and Catholic. We celebrated the holidays and festivities. We didn't go to temple. We didn't go to church. So if you do or don't, you can follow this however you want to follow in terms of when I say Pop sent gifts from heaven. You can find what works for you based upon what you believe and want to impart upon your children. My dad, the phrase was always, my parents don't have a pot to pee in. I put it nicely, but they always found a way to give gifts. And my dad would shower my son, his grandson, with gifts. It was his love language because he couldn't physically, because of his health and disability, do much with my son. He would buy him toys, and it were toys that he could play with him with in his scooter or in his recliner. And I know he would do the same with my daughter had he been around. He was always either giving us money to go get him something, would buy him something online. That's how he showed his love and affection. So I say that because growing up, that's what my son was used to, giving gifts and receiving gifts. Not in a greedy, bratty way. He enjoyed getting gifts, getting something for Pop, sugar-free candy, whatever it was. It was, again, how he reciprocated his love in his little infancy to 4-year-old way. So I would say about a week after my dad died, my son, who understood Pop has passed, we can't see Pop with us anymore. And my daughter is a year, doesn't know what's going on. Ignorance is bliss. And my son goes, how are we going to get Pop his Christmas gift? And how is Pop going to get us a gift? But the first thing out of his mouth was, how are we going to get him a gift? That shows you it wasn't how are we getting a gift, how are we getting him a gift? So in case you're also curious how we handled that question, I said to my son, now that Pop is in heaven, he is healed of all of his problems, all of his health problems. He's healthy and happy. And he can do and have all the things that he couldn't. He could have them now. And all we have to do is think about what we would give him and talk about what we would give him, and he will get it, and he will know it is from us. So if we say, because every year we got him a new pair of slippers, I think this year he would have gotten Pop-Pop navy slippers, navy blue slippers. They're going to go to Pop-Pop and he's going to know it's from us. Or I think on Christmas Eve he would want spaghetti and meatballs. He will get spaghetti and meatballs and he knows we made it for him. So we talked about how, it's what we feel and think about, and he will get that from us and he will know it's from us. It was a little trickier with getting Pop-Pop gifts to us. And, in my overwhelmed, don't know how to answer that, I said, you know what? I think Santa's going to find a way. Santa is going to find a way to get Pop-Pop his gift to us.